Next story, listen. I know this was really important to you, and it's a story that actually, man, I really kind of feel good about because we brought it to our community's attention almost 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
Man, we've been on air for a while now. When Jamerika, when she came on as Miss Evergreen State, and her platform is all about foster care and foster care awareness. And she came on as soon as the COVID hit. Jamerika came on and was like, yo, man, there's going to be a problem because foster kids already don't, they don't get enough on the everyday. And with COVID going down, we need to be able to try to gather resources for foster children. So there's a report right here where they talk to the people at Treehouse and kind of outline some of the needs for foster children. Why also it's important because disproportionately black children make up a high number of children in foster care in the state of Washington. And so, when they talk about foster kids are in need, these are our kids that are in need.
Amy, the biggest issue was resources for online learning. And while school districts have done their best to try to provide students with everything they need, there's just not enough computers to go around. So the survey found that basically almost half of all foster kids were needing support in some way. And that is vital during this very difficult time.
But, when you think about our kids who have had so much trauma and so much uncertainty already in their lives, and then you add this on top of it, it's unbelievable. I would say we have a team that has been remarkable in showing up and on behalf and with our young people.
Angela Griffin is the Chief Programming Officer for Treehouse, which is a 30-year-old organization founded by social workers supporting foster kids alongside state agencies. So their studies surveyed about 1,300 foster kids in Washington state and found that nearly half, 49%, had an immediate need for resources during the pandemic, like access to distance learning, computers, where the number one request, that was the number one request that was followed by food and access to other technology like cell phones. They also discovered that there are some challenges in getting some older kids to stay on track outside of school. They've come up with an incentive program for high schoolers to finish their work and stay on the path towards graduation. In addition, they're helping some older foster kids who have just termed out of the foster care system, helping to maintain their adult lives because, of course, many of these kids who have just gotten on their feet, just gotten jobs, have now lost their jobs. So they're helping them navigate things like unemployment, how to pay their utility bills. So I did ask, how can everyone help these kids? What do they need? And they honestly said donations and partnerships. They told me a story about one group home where there were several kids and only one computer, and that's just not enough to maintain online learning in this distancing learning environment.
So especially right here in the Central District, Treehouse isn't that far from here. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to them. Can help route resources or whatever. Like I said, when people say that foster children in our state are in need, black children disproportionately make up an extremely high number of children that are in foster care. So, what I'm saying? Anything that we can do to be able to support them and bolster them during this time, what I'm saying, it's very important. Huh?
Yeah, and I think that you're great to mention Jamerika because, that is her platform. And, her whole message was really about awareness, because sometimes when we're dealing with something that is bringing our attention to it and dragging our attention over there like COVID, then we forget about something like foster care. We forget about the care system and those who are suffering there. You know what I mean? So I love that she was able to come on and uplift her platform, but also this story does pinpoint exactly what she was describing. So again, I'm glad that we can use our platform to highlight these efforts and bring awareness to the community.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of need out there for real.
Yeah, really.